Shubham Karoti Kalyanam, Arogyam Dana Sampada, Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya, Deepam Jyoti Namostate. Namaste. I, Bindushri DC, Assistant Professor, School of Computing and Information Technology, welcome you all for the inauguration of the most prestigious event, Smart India Hackathon 2020. Smart India Hackathon is a nationwide initiative to provide the students with a platform to solve some of the pressing problems we face in our daily lives and thus inculcate a culture of product innovation and mindset of problem solving. With that, let us begin our program seeking the blessings of the Almighty. I request everyone to raise for the REVA anthem.
ज्ञान स्वरूपे अमिते अतुले वन्दित्ववादे ज्ञान स्वरूपे अमिते अतुले अतिशय गहने अवदासोऽहम् वीक्षण परिवेक्षण अतुलित अन्वेषण बुद्धि प्रचोदन विस्मयकारिम्
नमो विदूरन ज्योति स्वरूपिणी विश्वतोमुख अनन्तवाहिनी
प्रेमानामाङ्कित श्रीमतीत प्रसारित ज्ञान स्वरूपे देवालय जय हे अवदासोऽहम्
Thank you, everyone. I request Professor Satish, Lead Coordinator, Associate Professor from the School of Computing and Information Technology, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, all of you. I welcome our Honorable Chancellor, Sir Dr. P. Shamaraju, to this Smart India Hackathon 2020. I also welcome Harish P. Ravi, the Managing Director and General Manager, Eurofins IT Solutions Private Limited, as the chief guest of this function. I also welcome Sunil PP, India Lead Education and NPO, Amazon Internet Services Private Limited, as a guest of honor. And also I welcome Anil Nair, VP Engineering at Cisco System Incorporation, as guest of honor. And also I welcome Dilip Mangsuli, Chief Technology Officer, GE Healthcare, as guest of honor. And also I am pleased to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Sir Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu, to this function, and welcoming all the student participants of Nodal Center, REVA University, to this Smart India Hackathon. Thank you. Welcome one and all.
Thank you, Professor Satish. On behalf of the entire Smart India Hackathon fraternity, I extend a warm welcome to you. We have amongst today one man who truly believes that children must be taught how to think, not what to think, and stands by us for the ventures in nurturing young minds. Yes, it's time for the presidential remarks from our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. P. Shamaraju. Sir, please.
Very good morning to one and all. I am really happy. The fourth edition of Smart India Hackathon 2020 happening in the Nodal Center, REVA University. Smart India Hackathon is a nationwide initiative by MHRD in Innovative Cell, and it provides a platform for the students to solve some of the social problems we face in our daily lives. It is a step towards inculcating a culture of product innovation and problem solving mindset and an opportunity to develop out of the box thinking in young minds, especially engineering students from across India. The problem statements are listed by various Ministry of India and some of the major IT industries like Cisco DevNet, Amazon Web Services, and GE Healthcare. The finalists from all over India will be taking part in this event. This is the fourth edition of Smart India Hackathon 2020 being conducted in 40 nodal centers located across India, and earlier 3 editions were in 2017, 2018 and 2019. We, the REVA University, is proud to be one of the nodal centers with 40 teams and with a total of 234 students. Looking into COVID-19 pandemic situation, the program will be conducted online. All the nodal centers will join the central inauguration session at 9 a.m. Wish you all the students, teams, good luck for next 3 days. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for your continuous support and motivation. Now, it's time to listen from our guest of honor. We have Mr. Anil Nair, Vice President of Engineering at Cisco, who is serving Cisco from past 20 years. He has an expansive interest varying from distributed system, SNMP, and cloud computing. Sir, it's indeed a great opportunity for all of us to hear from you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. A very good morning to all. We are absolutely in unprecedented times, and that may be a term that we've been hearing a lot over the last several weeks and months. But I want to congratulate the organizers and the participants to pull through something as broad and heavy as Smart India Hackathon in a completely virtual environment. This is what the technology brings to us in terms of solving problems that we haven't seen in the past. This is not the first time that the world is getting hit with a pandemic of this nature. But we are equipped today as humanity than ever in the past, and the most important differentiation being the technology. Smart India Hackathon over the last few years has been really trying to do something similar, picking up really difficult problems that the country faces. And how do you get the brightest minds and the best of the technology forward to solve those unique problems? There are a few things I want to call out when you go into the next few years, few days trying to solve the problem. First, I want you to know that solutions are cheap. I repeat, solutions are typically cheap. Understanding the problems are very, very hard. They're extremely hard. If you are able to spend time think through and really understand the different aspects of the problem, you can pull together the solution a lot more harder. Talk to people who have been through their entrepreneurship journey, and the first thing they will tell you is what it really mattered as far as they're concerned in their journey was getting crisply an articulation of the problem they're trying to solve. Once they have it, it's relatively easier to solve it. So as you jump into the solution paradigm over the next 3 days, I want to make sure that you're spending time in understanding deeply, peeling the layers, building the insights of the problem at hand. Think about whose problem you're trying to solve. When I say whose problem, I really mean the person that, the human that is in front of you for whom you're solving the problem. Think about it deeply, build an understanding of that, and then start putting yourself in that person's shoes and try working that through. The second aspect is you're not solving that individually. You're solving that as a team of people that you kind of assembled together, as well as the broader team that's part of SIH, who's giving you the facilities, the environment, the background to put it all together. The learning that you have in bringing together the team and solving that is something that will take you forward for the rest of your life. The third thing I want to call out is you're using technology to solve the problems at hand. Your success really depends on your ability to leverage what's already out there. The great thing today and the shift that you see in the last few years with cloud and in general the evolution of the technology is that it's a lot more easier to bring together what's available out there in the industry, in the open world, and adapt them to solve the problems at hand for you. A few years back, if you had to be an entrepreneur, if you had to be pulling together technology to solve a problem, you had to start with putting a set of computers together, networking it together, installing the basic software, and all of that. Today, you probably need just a few minutes to bring it all together and host it in the cloud and start focusing on the problem to be solved. So leverage what's around you, leverage what others have done in this world. The open source movement over the last 10-15 years has been just phenomenal. So you guys are well equipped to leverage what has happened around you to solve the problems that you need to solve. First of all, again, I want to conclude by saying congratulations to all of you. You have reached here because you've done something really amazing. Congratulations to SIH organizers. What you're doing is just amazing, pulling together such a broad and wide set of problem statements, set of bright minds together to solve the problems of the country. I'll stop here. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Now we have Mr. Sunil PP, who has joined us with today, who is the India and South Asia head for education and NPOs in Amazon Internet Services Private Limited. Apart from 20 years of information technology industry experience, he is also on the board of an Indian non-profit, Kata, focused grassroots work in education and urban resurgence. Sir, we are truly honored to have you. I request you to address the virtual gathering.
Hey, good morning, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah? It's good talking to you all. Okay, SIH has been something that has been doing a phenomenal job over the last couple of years to drive innovation in the Indian market, and the problems that you're solving for the Indian society on the whole across ministries is simply outstanding. It's thank you to REVA for actually having this opportunity being organized here. Just from an Amazon perspective, if you've been looking at Amazon primarily has innovation in its DNA. Over the years, all the innovations, whether you've been looking at drone-based delivery, automated vehicles, anything you want to talk about, we've been at the cutting edge of technology always. And And SIH primarily leverages that thought further because you have this entire idea of students collectively putting together solutions to solve for customers. And that's something that's fundamentally a part of the Amazon DNA. Because Amazon largely is a company built full of builders. Okay, that's fundamentally what we talk about. So I think this is a great initiative, and people that have qualified so far after going through so many tests and rounds is phenomenal work that we've done. Okay, we wish you all the best, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Now it's time to hear from our chief guest, Mr. Harish Ravi. Harish Ravi is the Managing Director and General Manager of the IT Service Delivery Centers of Eurofins, spread across 37 countries. He carries 20 plus years of leadership experience in building and managing large-scale IT product development programs, software services, IT services, and IT operations. Mr. Harish is associated with Eurofins for over 8 years, and prior to that, he has worked with the companies like Microsoft, HP, Goldman Sachs, and UC Bank. Sir, over to you.
Great. Thank you, Bindu. So good morning, friends and young leaders. I'm very glad to be part of this Smart India Hackathon 2020. And special thanks to the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mallikarjun Babu, and the entire management of REVA University to have me as the special guest. Let me start by mentioning two buzzwords: innovation and incubation. Innovation and incubation are not new buzzwords, but its significance has increased in India for the last few years. Every citizen needs to participate in the nation building exercise. And you, as the future leaders and to-be software engineers, contribute immensely to the nation building by finding practical and out-of-box solution to everyday problem. Hackathon events have come to be popular as hackathon, and it's the attempt to find homegrown solutions to global problems. As quoted by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi addressing one of the hackathon events, he emphasized that these events' aim is to create an ecosystem of innovation in the country. While all of us have this ambition to get our country a $5 trillion economy, the Prime Minister stated that innovation and startup will play a crucial role in achieving this. The different types of hackathon and their benefits in various sectors are huge for the youngsters and participants because they get to access the state-of-the-art technology for providing solution to some of the problems which is biting the world. On a lighter note, one of the innovative products quoted by our Honorable Prime Minister was the camera that captures the attention level within a room. It can be a classroom. So just imagine what happens if we have such a device in each of your classroom. And he jokingly said that he would like to see such a camera that can capture the attention to be installed in our parliament. India has indeed become a leader in the service industry. However, we lag behind in creating world-class products. The innovation push from our government is certainly leading our young minds in the right direction, as innovation is one of the sustainable way to minimize the dependency on other nations and be more self-reliant. In today's hackathon, all 234 students associated with the REVA Nodal Center, all of you are winners already. Taking risk in itself is winning. So I wish you the best and rewarding hackathon event for the next days. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. With this quote, it's time for our formal vote of thanks. I request Dr. Sunil Kumar S. Manvi, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Director, School of Computing and Information Technology, to render the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. It's my pleasure to give formal vote of thanks. Dr. P. Shamraju, the Chancellor of REVA University, is a great visionary and philanthropist. He has been with us today and gave his presidential remarks, and it was really wonderful to have him with us. Thank you, sir. We have the chief guest of the day, that is Sunil PP from Amazon Services, who delivered a motivational speech to all the participants. Thank you, sir. Then we have with us Mr. Anil Nair from Cisco Systems and Mr. Dilip Mangsuli from GE Healthcare. We thank them for their presence, and especially Anil Nair delivered some motivational speech to the participants. We thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mallikarjun Babu, for having motivated us to take up this job of Smart India Hackathon. We thank our Registrar, Dr. M. Dhananjay, who has been always supportive in conducting all such kinds of activities. And we thank the MHRD resource persons who will be going to give talks on leadership skills, jury members, who are part of this HIH Hackathon. And we have our coordinators who are really struggling, really taking more interest to see that the SIH will be successful. That is Mr. Satish and Mr. Kiran. We thank them, and also other technical staff as well. Then mainly the important persons for this SIH Hackathon are the participants who are really taking up challenging problems and trying to solve them for the better living standards and the humankind. So thanks to all the participants. Thank you, all the ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the entire REVA family, I thank you for your unconditional support and guidance to make this event successful. On the note, I thank Mr. Harish P. Ravi for your unconditional support, sir, either through the Amazon problem statements or your motivation to be with us. Thank you very much. Our little progress each day adds up to the big results. So true indeed. Learning at REVA never stops. There is nothing that marks the end. It is always a new beginning. I wish all the participants and mentors good luck for their journey in SAH. I request everyone to join the national inauguration from MHRD, ASAT, MIC from New Delhi at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 1 minute, Bindu. I forgot to say thanks to Mr. Harish, who has been the chief guest of the day and who delivered his nice motivational speech to all. Thanks to Harish Ravi.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Ramesh Pujari to please play the national anthem, and I request everyone to please raise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. I wish all the participants and the course mentors a very good learning ahead. Thank you for joining for the formal inauguration ceremony. Don't forget to tune in for the inauguration program from the MHRD at 9 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I repeat, I request all the participants to please log in for the national inauguration from the MHRD at 9 a.m.